So one of the big questions that I've been wondering is if it was actually worth it to stake our Alephium into the ANSwap app. On the channel, we've been staking in the ANSwap app just using the pounder function that you see here. So if you don't know, this is the first decentralized exchange for Alephium. And over time, I've kind of been not promoting it necessarily because I don't get paid to promote it, but I have been using it and displaying it on the channel. And I've now come to the realization that maybe I should take it out. I was going to take it out anyway, and I thought I might as well make a video on it to show you guys kind of what the returns are over the past, I'd say 3 or 4 months since we've been staking it. We did previously stake it probably 10 months ago, but we took it out because Alephium was going down at the time, and we were wondering whether we wanted to sell it off or not. Luckily, we did hold out on that as well. So we just connected it up, and I want to go through the transactions so you can see kind of where we're coming from and how much we actually put in there. So the transaction that we're looking at here, so we'll go to the pounder function. You can see you are compounding 69.526 LP, so that's the liquidity, at an APY of 23.14. Now the reason that I'm making this video is because this has dropped dramatically and there's way better gains to be had on different staking options. I don't really want to go with 23% anymore. It used to be around 200 to 150 10 months ago, and that's probably why we kept it in there for so long, is because the returns were pretty good at the time. I haven't actually subsequently checked upon it in probably 2 months, so I didn't realize that it had gone down so much like we see here. But here is the original transaction. So we have 172 Alephium, and then 22.97 AN. And if I'm right, I believe that this AN is worth 172.4 Alephium, because you have to have the same value of the two pairs of coins to get it into the liquidity token or liquidity pool. So that gives us 61.8. So that's what we started off in the compounding function on ANSwap. And now in, let's just see how far ago that was. That was 3 months ago. And now 3 months ahead, we're up to 69.526. Today, we're just going to unpound basically all of it. So you just type in here, then we click unstake here. So this says you need to wait for your unstaked transaction to be confirmed before you can withdraw it. I believe we have to send that there. So transaction sent. Let's see up here. So what we're doing, I don't know what this 35.11V alpha AN actually is. So with the 172 that we saw down here, let's find that transaction here. 172, that should be an original starting amount of Alephium of around 344, I believe. So what we should get is over, technically, 344 Alephium from this, but I don't actually know because the prices of Alephium have dropped. Same goes for AN, so we might actually see a decrease in what we got there. Let's go back to our overview. Let's see if this transaction has come in. So that's the fee for the transaction, and then do we withdraw here? And I'm wondering, does this actually withdraw it to the Alephium? So we can swap out half of the Alephium will come in, and then half of it will still be stuck in AN, and then we have to swap that back as well. So let's have a look here, see what the transaction says in terms of that. So I'm expecting over 172 with the first one, unstaking it, and then the second one I'm expecting over 172 as well. If that hasn't happened, then obviously we've lost out on some of our coins there. So once we've actually removed that from the compound function, we can click here and then click remove liquidity. So we select Alephium and AN, and then I believe if we select all of this, it will give us the number. So the number of Alph we will receive is 146 Alephium, and the number of AN is 34 AN. So we've actually lost out on the amount of Alephium that we've gained from this. So we had 172 to start off with, and now we're getting around 143, which is not great in terms of the returns. And obviously the price of Alephium is down, the price of AN is down, so I can see where the difference is kind of coming from, but I didn't expect it to be that big in terms of staking into here, or at least compounding. So maybe it's not actually the right decision to start staking into the ANSwap app. we'll see after we've converted the actual AN into Alephium as well. So we have up there 34.4978. And then I believe if we trade here, we can swap this back, click on max, and it gives us 145 Alephium. So let's swap that out as well. So as you can see here, 145.99 Alephium, we've actually lost out around 30 Alephium on this side and then 30 Alephium the other side. So originally we would have started off with 340 and now we're down to around 280 maybe. And that's obviously a loss. So just after experimenting with what we're seeing right there, it wasn't a good idea to actually stake into the ANSwap app right now, or at least uncompound this. We should have waited until the price of Alephium went up or the price of AN went up. Currently right now, Alephium is kind of down from the all-time highs that we saw. So if we go to a year, we can see it was nearly coming up to 3.5. So it did actually come past that at 3.81. And the same goes for AN. If we look on the year chart, it went up to 33.12. Now, a lot of people don't have that much faith in Alephium anymore. However, we do have miners coming online. The AL boxes and Bitmain, Ice River, all releasing their ASIC miners for Alephium very, very soon. And they're going to be hitting the hash rate pretty quickly. We can see on the hash rate on Alephium, even in the past, I believe this is month, I'd say. The hash rate is basically doubled in a whole month, so some of these miners are coming online, and I think by the end of the summer, so September time, a lot of these miners will be online. I think we're going to be at around 10 petahash. Hopefully that should reflect in the price of Alephium. More people mining it, more people buying it, more volume on the coin. So overall, if we take that figure there, so we had around 145 there, 145 there. Let's just go with 290. If we go to 290 here, 290 Alephium, that gives us 464 USD. However, the previous figure was around 340, so we've lost out on around $100 by actually having it staked in the ANSwap app. So I know that I was preaching it for quite a while, and I've kind of changed my tune after seeing that. This is definitely because of the price of Alephium being down and the price of AN being down. There are way better liquidity pools that you could put it into, like we can see here. This one's at 100%, 109, 112, and even USDC is at 155. But for the most part, I have said that staking has always kind of been a gamble, whether the price of the underlying assets would go up or down against each other. So that's probably why we've lost out on a little bit of Alephium there. We still came out and took it out at probably the right time, because if it kept dropping further, then we would have lost more. However, we can't really do much about that now. I just made this video to display if it's worth it. In my opinion, it might be worth it to put it into these, but if these percentages start dropping down, you might start losing out on your Alephium. And then subsequently, you might start losing out on the opposing asset as well. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know if you've unstaked from the ANSwap app. Let me know if you're getting any better APRs on any of these. And hopefully we'll see some more decentralized exchanges come through with different pools and different features in the coming future. But right now, AN has been, one of the best places to go for basically swaps on the network. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, please leave a like and subscribe for more content like this.